Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. I'm going to be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of November 2019. And if this is your first time catching one of my videos, I want to say thank you. And I do invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my Spellcaster's Tarot. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and then I will end your reading with a Chakra Intuition Oracle card. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get right into it. I hope you had, or I hope you are having, a good month of October. I know a lot of us are worried about the retrograde, but you know what? You don't have to. I feel like whenever we go through retrogrades, it just means that it's time to focus on something different, right? It's just time to focus on other areas that we may have neglected, at other times throughout the year. But for you, Scorpio, I'm feeling like you're kind of on edge, hence this Tower card that flipped out. Yep. It's going to be okay, Scorpio. I promise it's going to be okay. So what do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? For the month of November 2019, what do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio? Yes, Scorpio. See, I told you, things are going to be just fine. I'm feeling like you have this perceived idea of something, of a situation as it relates to your money. And here's the thing, though. This is just your perception. This is not the reality. So you're really going to have to re-examine your beliefs and re-examine a situation from all angles before you decide to have an opinion or have a judgment about it, okay? This is starting off in November, all right? Your November is going to feel a little chaotic. It's going to feel a little scattered and a little overwhelming, but trust that things are going to be okay. I promise you, Scorpio, things are going to be okay. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here in the upright. This means literally things turn around for you for the better. They turn around and they turn around quickly. All right? You just have to trust, and you have to not label a situation before you fully understand it and fully have all the details. And I feel like in that first week of November, Scorpio, you kind of jump to conclusions a little bit. And not that it's not warranted or justified. It's just that sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And so you really have to wait before you form an opinion about something and then automatically categorize it, as good, bad, or whatever. Okay? Because things are going to turn around, Scorpio. It's going to happen within the very first week of November. You don't have to stress about it, and you don't have to feel like you have to fix the problem all by yourself. Because that's what I'm getting here with this Ten of Wands. It's almost like you feel like you're solely responsible. You're solely the one who has to fix the problem, and you're the only one who can really handle things. But that's not the case. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, both upright, Wheel of Fortune, upright, very good card. And then we have the Knight of Swords. This is that in and out energy, okay? So just as quickly as things, quote, stress you out, just as quickly, those things are going to not stress you out. It's this whole first row is really telling me, Scorpio, is that everything is just a matter of interpretation. Two people can look at the exact same situation or the exact same thing and have a totally different opinion about it. And so, Scorpio, you really have to trust that sometimes things are not exactly as they seem. You're very educated as it relates to money. You're very knowledgeable. You know, you're also very stable, you know, emotionally. You're not someone who overreacts or underreacts, you know, at the drop of a hat or, you know, just out of the blue. You know, you're very powerful in that regard. However, sometimes someone or something can throw you off a little bit, and then you really see things in a way that may or may not necessarily be accurate. But like I said, Scorpio, it's gonna be fine. By the time you move into that second week of November, you're gonna have a totally different opinion about the situation as it relates to your money, as it relates to your finances, your abundance, and all that good stuff. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of November 2019? See, I told you. Got the Sun card here. You're going to be fine, especially after that first week in November. You know, the first week may feel a little unsteady, but as we move through November, things definitely start falling into place. We've also got the Eight of Pentacles here. Ooh. What else is going on? Seven of Cups reverse, Hermit card reverse. Okay. What else do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Nobody is cut off, right? There we go. All right, Scorpio. So like I said, that first week is going to feel a little unsteady, but as we move into that second week of November, things really just start settling and calming down. You start seeing a situation for the reality that it is. You know, you make really good decisions as it relates to your money. You know, you look at a situation and you start seeing, okay, I can totally handle this. I know what I'm doing. I'm not influenced in the wrong way. I'm, you know, totally secure in what's going on as it relates to my money or to my work at this time. You have the Sun card here, one of the most positive cards in the deck. So you really have nothing to worry about, nothing to stress about, because things really do start falling into place, literally. Because here it landed on that 10 of Wands where you were feeling like you had to solve every situation and every problem by yourself. Really, you don't. Really, you don't. You just have to trust that this is a process and things move in their own direction, in their own way. We also have the Eight of Pentacles here. This tells me that you're working on something behind the scenes, Scorpio. There's something that you're building. There's something that you're getting ready to share or maybe launch or reveal to the world. And, you know, you're just quietly in the background building. You know, you're setting things up, you're getting things ready, and things are moving very, very well. Now, you also have the Seven of Cups here. This tells me that you're not going to have as many options or as many choices as what you had anticipated. You know, you went into a situation, you know, a financial situation or a work situation, thinking you had all these options when the reality is you really don't. Now, this may or may not be a good thing or a bad thing, because sometimes too many choices are overwhelming. Sometimes too many choices can create stagnation or fear or incompetence in some people. And because you don't have to worry about having so many choices, this may actually work out in your favor. It may be a huge benefit for you that you did not expect. Now, we also have the Hermit here in the reverse. This tells me that you probably were planning to take a step back and maybe kind of withdraw from the situation or from work for a little while. However, you're not quite ready. You're not quite ready to go into full hibernation mode. You're not ready to be in solitude just yet. You've got things you're working on that you're very excited about. You've got opportunities. You've got projects that are keeping you busy, and so you're not really ready to kind of slow down just yet. You're not ready to kind of take a break. You want to keep moving forward, and that's definitely a good thing, especially right now as we're in Q4. You're definitely ready to keep on making progress. You're definitely ready to keep on building, keep on growing, keep on, doing the work that you need to do in order to get the results that you want. And you are going to get the results that you want because we have the Ace of Wands here. By the time we get to the end of that second week of November, you're definitely going to see some progress. You're definitely going to see some positive results out of all the work you're doing. However, make sure you don't burn yourself out, because even though you're on the right track, you still have to, be reasonable as far as, not overworking yourself or burning yourself out. But the Ace of Wands, it's all about intuitive insight. It's all about inspiration and really having an idea and running with it and then seeing it pay off rather quickly. So let's go ahead and clarify. What else do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of November 2019? What do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio? What do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio? See, Scorpio, I see you. I see you falling in back into that mindset that you were in earlier in the month. However, it doesn't last. Scorpio, sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. And I'm not saying that in a condescending way, but I am saying that in sometimes the game is mental, right? Sometimes you play this little mental game with yourself. And sometimes you can be trapped and a victim of your own thinking, And I say this because I've done it too. But sometimes, we choose to see things a certain way, and then we get caught up in thinking that is the way, only to find out that that's not the way, but yet we took action based on the way we thought it would be. And I hope that that made sense. But Scorpio, you're going to be fine. Really, I'm looking at all these cards here. You're really going to be fine. You've got the Ace of Wands twice. Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards in the deck, and the Nine of Cups. I mean, come on, that's positive as positive can be. I need one more card for Scorpio, please, to get a little bit more clarity. All right, so look at that. Okay. All right, Scorpio, as we move through that third and fourth week towards the end of November, things definitely are gonna, things are positive, like I said, as positive can be. This is pretty epic right here. You have the Chariot upright, Tower in reverse. Now, I think this is probably related to at the beginning of the month when you start having all these crazy ideas about something going on that you feel like it's a huge problem you have to solve. You fall back into that trap as we move through the month of November. You fall back into that thought pattern probably in the third week of November. But I'm here to tell you, let it go. Let it go. Trust the situation is going to work out, and you don't have to solve it all by yourself. We have the Ace of Wands here again. Like I said, you're going to start seeing positive results. You're going to start seeing things grow and flourish and progress in definitely a big way. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is all about that lavish luxury. It's also about enjoying a job well done. It's about completion. It's about, the nines are about completion. It's about definitely enjoying the fruits of your labor and really just kind of relaxing in that mental state of feeling accomplished. That's where you're going, Scorpio. You're going to feel that way towards the end of November. Let go of those old thought patterns. Let go of that mindset where you feel like you're responsible for everything and everyone. We also have the Nine of Cups here. This is the wish card, which means, that's another positive card. I mean, it's really exciting because whatever it is that you're working towards or whatever it is that you want, you're doing the work to make it happen, and it will happen as long as you stay the course. We also have the Two of Swords here, where you may have felt limited in the past. However, now you're not feeling that way. You're starting to see all the options and all the potential that's available to you. You also are really starting to get in the flow. You're getting in the flow of money. You're getting in the flow of love. You're getting in the flow of things just kind of energetically being drawn to you at the right time in the right way. People are attracted to you. Money is attracted to you. Opportunities are coming your way. You're starting to feel healthy and vibrant, and you're starting to really embrace that life that you're trying to create for yourself. This is very, very good. This is very, very exciting, Scorpio. Now, as we move towards the end of November, I see you're going to be letting go again of some of those old thought patterns. You're not going to be stressed out and, unable to take care of yourself like you did probably in earlier months of the year. You're really going to feel like, I can let go of the stress. I can let go of the sleepless nights. I can let go of the worry. And so that's a really nice and comfortable place to be. Now we have the Seven of Cups again here in reverse. We also saw that card here. So again, you may think you have a lot of options or a lot of choices, but you really don't. Now, like I said, this is not a bad thing, because sometimes you can get overwhelmed by too many options and too much stuff going on. But because, Scorpio, you're a very meticulous person, and like I said, sometimes you're an overanalyzer. The situation kind of may make the choice for you, and that's what I'm feeling like this. It's like the circumstances may kind of be set up in a way that you don't have to make a choice. You may have thought you had to choose, but the circumstances is now showing up as like, okay, this is what it is, and this is how it has to be. So you really don't have to make a choice when you probably thought you were expecting to make a choice. All right. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to their money, their finance, their wealth, their abundance, and their prosperity? Okay, Scorpio, so you are going to get some news towards the end of November. It's going to be something as it relates to your work, as it relates to your business. It's not going to be in the timing that you want, okay? You could be getting news sooner than you think, or maybe a little bit later than you think, okay? It's not bad news by any sense of the word. It's just that the timing is off is what I'm feeling. And I'm also feeling like maybe you just didn't expect to get this news now. Like maybe you were expecting to hear back from this, probably in the new year, and you're hearing back from it now. And so that totally changes your plan a little bit. We have the King of Pentacles here. Again, this is somebody who is very intelligent and very smart as it relates to money. And I'm feeling like this news that you get, or this information that you get, is really going to cause you to reevaluate your whole situation, your whole financial situation. You're not going to have to it's not going to put you in a position to lose money. It's just you're going to have to reallocate some things, whether that be money, whether that be time, whether that be resources. You're really going to have to do some rearranging towards the end of November. We also have the Justice card. And again, I'm feeling like this is related to this news here, because a decision is going to be made, and it's not necessarily the decision you wanted to hear. Okay, it's like, I want to say it's like the decision really just kind of throws everything off, It's not bad news, but it's just a decision that is causing you probably to take action or to change your game plan in a way that you did not expect. Let me get one more card for Scorpio so we can clarify that, please. What do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of November 2019? Yep. It's something work related, and you're going to have to rebalance and shift some things around, and you're going to feel like you've got a lot of things going on at once, and that's all it is. It's like now you have to rearrange maybe your schedule, maybe you have to rearrange your life in some way to accommodate this new decision or this news, but it's not anything horrid, you know. This is the Two of Pentacles. This is all about either things being in balance or in the reverse, sometimes things being out of balance, or sometimes things having to be rearranged in order to make life easier or in order to kind of make do with the circumstances that come our way. But overall, Scorpio, you're feeling a little what should I say, testy in the beginning of November. However, by that second week of November, things definitely work out and shift in your favor. And then again, you get confirmation in that third week of November that things are shifting in your favor. And as we close out the month, you're going to be getting some news. You're going to be healing from, old mindsets and old thought patterns. And, you're going to have to rearrange, make some adjustments in your life here and there. But you know what? You handle that beautifully, Scorpio. There's no issue. There's no incompetence. It's just, it puts you in flow. This Two of Pentacles landed on that Ace of Cups. So again, you're in the flow. Things are working. November is going to be a very strong month for you, Scorpio. So get ready. All right, let's go ahead and end your reading with a Chakra Intuition Oracle card. You got a few cards, Scorpio. I'm going to go with it. We have the root chakra, grounding, crown chakra, purpose, and then we have the sacral chakra, addiction. Now, when I see this word addiction, I don't mean like actually addicted. I'm reading this more as attachments. Sometimes we have attachments that are good, and sometimes we have attachments that are not so good. And I'm feeling like this is a thought pattern that we talked about earlier in your reading, Scorpio, and that kind of shows up later on in the month. We also have the crown chakra. This is your purpose. Again, things are flowing very well for you, and you're on track with being in alignment with your purpose. And then we have the root chakra, that grounding, that stability, that feeling that things are going to be okay, and you trusting the process and you trusting yourself as far as making the right decisions at the right time. Well, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you are interested in getting a private reading with me, I will have the link in the description in case you're interested. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, please drop those down in the comments section below. I love reading your guys' feedback. And that's it. So thank you so much, Scorpio, for spending this time with me. I'll definitely see you again soon.